Hi, my name's Benack III.
2-5 Tuesday with Benny Benack III. Hey everybody, Chris G here, Positively Progressing. Thank you so much for tuning in and for your continued watching habits. So I've been transcribing a lot of singers lately. Something about their lines and melodies, they're just so pure. I did a video a few months back on Social Call with Benny and Veronica Swift singing and doing vocalese.
Out like this, I'm trying to break my habit of you.
That one was super fun to do. So as I was going down that YouTube rabbit hole, I found Benny's version of It Could Happen to You, and I heard this line, and I thought, did he just lick the microphone? Totally kidding. Seriously, these are two great lines. There's actually two 2/5s going on here. We got a major 2/5 and we have a minor 2/5. So we're gonna break down both 2/5s. We're gonna listen to it first, again, just a little slower, and then we'll break it down. Okay, so here's the line, and I'm gonna just break down some of the key elements I think that will really help you get this line in your ears and under your fingers. So a real quick breakdown of the chords. So when I said we have a 2/5 to the 1 chord, and then it goes to the relative minor, which is the 6th chord, this is what I mean. So this is the 2, 5, and this is the 1, E flat major. And it goes to the 6th chord, which is the relative minor, and it's a minor chord. And then this is just the 2/5 to the 6. So that's all that's meant by that. This is a very common chord progression that you'll see in a lot of standards. So it's really good to kind of see this and know what it is and hear it. Most importantly, hear it. Hear that progression, hear that change to the minor. So let's jump into the line. So as you can see, you have a lead in into the 7 or the flat 7 because it's a minor chord. And this is all just scale stuff. Scale, right? And then you're just resolving this 5 to the 1 of the dominant. And this right here, this is probably the most important sound that you're hearing that's changing the line from just very diatonic. This is a flat 9, sharp 9 sound. C flat, C sharp. So that's really important to hear. And then you have a nice 7-3 resolution. So another half step resolution right here, which is really important. 7-3. You're about to see another half step resolution in a second. So then he's just doing some major language, but he's linking it into the minor chord. You see, here's another half step resolution. He's got the C to the B natural, which is great resolving from chord to chord. If you can resolve a half step from chord to chord, you're doing great. For this bar right here, you're going to be thinking G7. So think G7. These notes in this chord really relate to G7. So you have the 3, then you're pivoting down to the 5, then you're at the 7. Remember, that's the flat 7 because we're talking about dominant, and then 1. So that's just the arpeggio, just in a different order. And then you're going to the flat 9 right here. Remember, key signature, flat 9. Then the 1, then a leading tone, back to 1, then you're jumping up to F. So he finishes that line off on the F. I would think of all this in C minor. So you have the 11, which you don't necessarily need to know that, but the natural 11 sounds really good over a minor chord. Dexter Gordon used to do it all the time. Love that sound. And then he's just doing 3. You got the 7, which is also the flat 7, remember, and the 5. And then if you're still thinking in C minor, then you're just doing 9 to 1. Like I said, the voice is just so pure, and the way that he sings these lines are just so melodic. Really worth learning. All right, see you in a sec. Those are some great lines, right? So let's talk about practice.
But we talking about practice, man. What are we talking about? Practice?
Now when learning this, I would break it into smaller chunks.
081127882 is a hard number to remember. If you chunk the number into 081127882, it's easier. Cutting large bits of information into smaller pieces helps us to understand. If we put small pieces back together, we can see the big picture, and that helps us to remember. The process is called chunking.
So what I would suggest is maybe just learn the 2/5 separately at first. Maybe learn the major 2/5 and then learn the minor 2/5. And then even learn the major bar going into the minor 2/5. That's some really, really nice language there. The whole thing has a bunch of classic bebop phrases that you need to start learning and hearing, more importantly, get it into your ears so that you can start bringing it out in your own playing. So how do we do this? Well, practice it slowly. Slowly. And sing it. Sing along with Benny. He's a great singer, so you may as well sing along with it, even if you're not a singer. I'm not a singer. Check this out. So take your time with it, have fun with it, and like I said, learn it in chunks. That's it for this week. 2-5 Tuesday with Benny Benack III. I'm pretty sure Benny doesn't know he's being featured this week, but it's all good. There's some great stuff here. So, hope you liked it. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, just remember, always positive, always progressing. Later.